Hey friends, it's Megan here at Real Life Whole Foods. Thanks for joining me today. The week before last, I showed you how I prep vegetables and some essential proteins to keep in my fridge through the week. And today I'm going to use a few of them to create a really tasty vegetable and bacon frittata for my family's dinner tonight. Let's take a look at how I put this together in just a few minutes for an easy weeknight dinner. Okay guys, I shared with you how I prep my bacon in advance and keep that in the fridge. I just did a fresh batch today, so usually I would be taking this out of the fridge, but that's ready to go today. I always cut up peppers for my week, and today when I was eating lunch, I just sauteed a few of these in some avocado oil just to be sure that I had some already ready to go. We have some leftover mushrooms that we grilled the other night for hamburgers, so I went ahead and saved those in the fridge, and this is the perfect opportunity to use them. I have some leftover parsley that I used in a recipe, and I have some broccoli here. All of this was prepped and ready to go in my fridge, and I'm going to create a quick and easy frittata with all of these ingredients. So what I'm going to do first is just get all of my ingredients heated up. I'm going to put about a teaspoon or so of oil, about that, into a saute pan, and I'm going to put this on the stove top, let that get warm, and then add my veggies to that. Okay, while my veggies are on the stove top, I'm going to get my eggs prepped. So I'm going to use 12 eggs, and the reason why I want to use so many is because I can use this frittata leftovers for lunches or to pack in my daughter's school lunch. So I go ahead and I make a big amount, a big frittata, just so I have it on hand. I'm going to pop these in here. I love eggs so much. There are so many amazing things you can do with eggs, and they are definitely a staple in our house. Plus, they're one of the cheapest proteins that you can get. So this frittata is just a great way to use up leftover veggies you might have in your fridge. Get some great protein for a budget-friendly dinner. So there's my 12 eggs. To those eggs, I'm going to add a teaspoon of salt and half a teaspoon of pepper. And I'm also going to add half a tablespoon of parsley, maybe 1 tablespoon because I have a lot here. And I'm going to whip those up. I like to add fresh herbs to my frittata, and I actually have some chives out in the garden. I might go and grab some of those too, because those give a really nice kind of oniony flavor without being too overpowering. There we go, there's my eggs done. Let me show you how my veggies are coming along. I'm just giving those a little bit of a toss. I don't want them to be too cooked, especially the broccoli, because you don't want mushy broccoli in your frittata. You just want them to be steamed a little bit. I also just remembered that I had a lot of green onion in the fridge, so I'm going to go ahead and wash these guys so I can add to the frittata. Okay, I'm just going to cut up a few of these and add straight to my pan. I want to cut them up a bit more fine, especially these big white ones. My daughter will eat these when they're in something, but she'll distrust me a little bit if there's big chunks in there. Okay, so I'm going to add this straight to my pan, which is pretty much done. Just going to let that go another minute. Okay, remember when I said I had some chives in my garden? Well, I went and picked them in perfect timing because it is just about to storm. And I'm using some little kitchen scissors I like to keep on hand to just snip these directly into the egg. I love chives. I could put them on everything. And I love an herby frittata. The more herbs, the better for me, for sure. There's something really wonderful about herbs. I have so started to appreciate them even more than I did before when I did Whole30, because your flavor, the way you taste things definitely changes when you stop eating processed foods. So I'm going to mix those chives in here. Now, I've turned off my veggies. My husband and my daughter like cheese. And even though I don't eat dairy, I totally respect their wishes to continue eating cheese. So I'm going to go ahead and grate some cheese for my husband. He likes the extra vintage sharp cheddar. So this is his cheese. I love this OXO stand grater. It is very handy and it does a great job collapsing down in my everything drawer. And that's what I call the drawer that keeps absolutely everything. It's a crazy mess right now. I need to find a way to organize it. My daughter likes the Whole Foods organic sharp cheddar, so I'll do this one for her. And the dog is making an appearance today because he can smell cheddar from a mile away. So he's deciding to sit right next to me so he can get some of that cheddar. Okay, so here's my veg. The thing with frittatas is my daughter does not like all of the veg that we have. So what I'm going to do is just get some of this broccoli out, and I might actually steam some more broccoli for her since I don't want to give up too much broccoli for my husband and I, and put that in this pan separately for her, and then put more spinach in her. So that's going to be her frittata. This one is going to be my husband's and my frittata. And you'll see how I deal with the cheese aspect. So before I get these ready, I need to cut up a bit of bacon. I'm gonna do, let's see, I have 4 slices there. Let's do 5 slices. So I'm gonna chop up this bacon, 5 slices. And this bacon is Whole30 approved. It's the Nature's Rancher sugar-free bacon, which I just love and my whole family loves. So I'm going to put a bit of this in my daughter's frittata. This can be one that she has a bit of tonight and then packs some for school. And I'm going to put the rest in our frittata. You just want to kind of mix that around a bit.
Next, I'm going to tear up some fresh baby spinach and add right to the top of my vegetables in the pans.
Okay, so I have both of my pans here. I'm going to go ahead and put in a little bit of egg in my daughter's and the rest in ours. And what you want to make sure is that your egg covers your veggies. You want to kind of push your veggies down so that your egg is visible all the way around. Okay, so there we go. I'm gonna put both of these on medium-high heat for just a few minutes. Okay, so this has been on the stovetop for just a few minutes, and you can kind of tell that your frittata is ready to come off the stovetop when the edges of the frittata start turning white. And that's when you know it's ready to come off the heat. What I've done is popped some cheese on my daughter's, and I've turned on the broiler. Next, I'm gonna pop this underneath the broiler for just a few minutes, but I'm gonna watch it quite closely to see when it's fully cooked. Okay, the adult frittata has been on the stovetop for just a few minutes, and you can see the edges are puffing up and getting solid. And now I'm gonna put this underneath the broiler. But before I do that, I'm going to put cheese just on half of the frittata. Since I do not eat cheese, this is a great way to not use a third pan. I'm just going to pop it on half, and then I'm happy and my husband's happy too. So that's gonna cook under the broiler for just about 5 more minutes. Okay, so I'm just pulling the frittatas out from underneath the broiler now. And my daughter's cooked faster than ours, so I put hers on a lower shelf while mine finished. But look how beautiful those look. So this one has cheese on one side, my daughter's has cheese all over. And all I'm going to do to finish it off is kind of use the rest of this parsley and sprinkle over the top. Thanks so much for watching me create these easy weeknight frittatas with all of the veggies and protein that you have prepped in the fridge. I hope you'll join me for my next video as I cook real life whole food. Thanks so much for watching.